Palestine versus Israel, who's right, who's wrong? The truth is, it depends who you ask. If you want Israel to be right, you can find plenty of reasons to justify it. If you want Palestine to be right, you can find plenty of reasons to justify that. The who's right, who's wrong question in this conflict has been asked for many, many years. And guess what? It hasn't solved the problem. The quality of the questions we ask determine the quality of the answers we get. Einstein taught us that we can't solve a problem if we use the same level of thinking when we created the problem. So in order to really solve this problem, we have to shift the way we think about it. And we can shift the way we think about it by asking a different question. So instead of asking who's right, who's wrong, what if we ask, what do we really want? Is it peace? And if it's peace, what would it take to create everlasting peace in that region? That question creates a completely different vibe than who's right, who's wrong. The right questions lead to the right answers. So if we want to solve the problem, we need to ask a better question. So how do we create everlasting peace in the region? Well, of course, there's many factors: political, economic, religious, emotional, historical, but all those factors we're trying to solve are at the same level of thinking. There are new studies coming out that show that even a small number of people sending positive intention to a certain area can actually create peace in that area. For example, you have Lynn McTaggart's experiment in 2008, where a few people sent the intention of peace to Sri Lanka, and the 25-year civil war that had been going on there ended only a few months later. She did the same in Afghanistan, sending positive intention to certain provinces, and the data showed the amount of violence significantly reduced. She's done this with St. Louis and Washington, D.C. as well, and had similar results. Then there's the Maharishi group, where they would take groups of people into war-torn regions, meditate, and the number of attacks and violence went down significantly in those areas. Research at the HeartMath Institute has also shown similar findings. They have found by someone sitting in one area of the world, sending peace and loving intentions through their heart to other people around the world, actually has a measurable effect on their heartbeats, on their HRV. Meaning when they project calm and peace, it actually shifts other people's heart rhythms, their mood, which have an influence on their actions. They also found that people who didn't even know each other, when measuring their HRV, were found to have synchronization with each other when meditating together. The wild thing about these studies, the participants only spent 10 to 20 minutes per day to have a dramatic effect. Some of you feel like you want to help, but you're not sure how. But there's a part of you that just knows that you can help in some way, shape, or form. Just spend 10 minutes a day putting your hand on your heart, feeling you're breathing in and out of your heart, and sending love, peace, and joy to the affected areas. You can also add a mantra like, the Middle East is peaceful, loving, and joyful. The world is peaceful, loving, and joyful. God bless peace, love, and joy in the Middle East and the world. Your heart is like the battery, and your thoughts and mind are the direction and aim. So if we want to create peace in the Middle East and on Earth, it's really all of our responsibility. We can all participate, and we can all have an effect. And even if you spend just 10 minutes a day, you will have a measurable effect. Even though you may not see it or know it, you will have that effect. It doesn't take all of us, it just takes a few of us. Let's do it together and help the Earth ascend through the awakening.